So I just want to say, if you have got to this part of the video, then thank you so much, because watching the clips back, it's so disjointed, the entire video. But you know what? Those are my favourite kind of vlogs or videos to watch, because I am not a fan of the highly edited ones. Don't get me wrong, they are very impressive. However, for me, I'm never going to have the time to know how to edit like that, and sometimes the raw footage is good, right? So it's currently Sunday. We got back at the early hours of the morning, so like 2:45 a.m. Our flight was delayed. I didn't vlog anything after my salad, really. I'm trying to think if I got anything else, but I don't think there was much else. But anyway, updates are, I don't know if I spoke. I didn't. See, it's disjointed. So I didn't come back after I got feedback from the judges. So I spoke to every single judge. Main one is Tyler, of course. We know that he is the most important judge to get feedback from. It is very valuable to get feedback from him. Now, to break it down in terms of my feedback, I'll go with Tyler first. He said that my overall look was great for fit model, conditioning really good, spot on. My thing to work on is bring my waistline in a little bit and have better core control. And I'll go into why I agree with all of my feedback in just a second. I told him I've been in the overall 6 times, and I asked his opinion. I said, do you think I should keep going? Do you think I can get a pro card? He said yes. So when Tyler Manion says you could get a pro card, you keep freaking going. Anyway, the other judges, one of the judges, Emilio, his feedback was, you're perfect, you'll get it, you just got to keep going. He had no constructive criticism to give me, just that I was perfect. The 2 female judges that have not judged me before, one of them said that I needed some better core control, and that in my back pose I pushed back a little bit too hard, so I showed a little bit too much hamstring, and I flattened off my glutes, my upper glute, by pushing back a little hard. The one next to her, they both said very good look, and I should do more shows. The other one said, one of them said the core control thing, the other one said the hamstring thing and the upper glute thing. Next judge is a judge that's judged me before, Reggie. She judged me twice before. She said I was twisting too much in my front pose. Now, this is a difficult one because I get a very small waist when I twist. However, I do agree, I've been playing around with my front pose. Sometimes I twist too much, not too much, but sometimes I twist more so, and sometimes I don't. I'm gonna go back to a mixture of in between. So I think I over twisted a little bit. I didn't get that feedback from anyone else, didn't get it from Tyler or anything like that. But I do agree, I can probably come a little bit more front on and still maintain having a tight waist. So why I think I got these bits of feedback about my core control and the bottom part of my stomach particularly is because I wasn't as tight in my midsection this time as I am usually. Now, in some of the photos it still translates well, like I still brought a good look, and I'm actually quite surprised because I didn't feel my usual. So I was up really early. I barely slept, to be honest, because I was so stressed about actually getting to the venue on time, not missing my stage time. You know, I was stressed about being up so early anyway and being on stage so early. I didn't have time to chill like I usually do in the morning. I felt like my hair wasn't like its usual night, the way I like to have it, you know, like it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't my best. My makeup I felt really stressed about. I felt like I didn't look as good as I usually do. Again, my makeup wasn't bad, because I didn't have lots and lots of time to perfect it, that's why I just felt a bit disheveled. My tan was really, really good. That's one thing. I was very, very happy with my tan. But yeah, my hair and makeup, I just didn't feel like on. And my midsection, I didn't feel like on. So it's the only way I can describe it. I also had bad digestion on show day morning. So, and I am a few days before my period. So you put all of that, the high stress, and I did too much. Like, there's so many factors why I didn't bring my best look. Like, this is why I'm like, I am out amazed at the look I did bring, because I'm like, all of those factors, like in the past, would have brought an awful look for me. Anyway, the day before, I did something stupid like 14k steps. Shouldn't have done that, shouldn't have been around the expo. The travel itself was stressful, like getting to the expo, like everything was just stress. And yeah, not a vibe, to be honest. Not the most enjoyable experience. And that's not really the fault of the venue or the promoters or anything like that. It's just, it was stressful and it was a different experience. And things like, I couldn't get as much of a pump because I didn't have as much honey in my system. I didn't have as much water in my system because I was up so much earlier. Normally I'm used to getting on stage at 3 p.m, getting on stage, being told that you're going to be on stage at 9 a.m. I didn't actually get on stage till 9:30, but I was there. They told me to be there at 8 a.m. So there's just not, you think the difference between 8 a.m. being ready and then 3 p.m, it's a lot of time, right? So yeah, all of those factors means that I'm like, wow, the fact I won my class in a really hard lineup, to be honest. There was only 3 height classes. So I've been in 4 height classes, as in like, sometimes they split it in 4, sometimes they split it in 6, sometimes they split it in 3. Most of the time it's in 4. So it was 3, which means more competitors. So won my class and I was really happy about that, of course. In the overall, I was being looked at for the first half of it. Second half of it was the girl next to me. I could tell when I was on stage. So that's how I know it was between us 2. I'm not saying it wasn't between the 3 of us, but just based on what I was looking at and the feedback I got from the judges, the nice things they said, and like obviously the little bits of feedback I've got that's constructive, it's not really a big deal. It's not stuff that I can't change, and every single one of them said to keep going. So based on that, I know that I was close. And this is one thing where it's really difficult because I've been close so many times now, and it can be almost like, I don't know, it's like I can just taste that I'm gonna get the pro card, but then it's like, it's not quite, I don't quite believe it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway, that was basically my gist of my feedback and what happened and whatnot. So plan moving forwards is in 2 weeks time I'm going to Alicante. This is my 3rd time going to that venue, to that show. I know exactly what to expect. I know where to stay, timings, how to get around, like everything. I know that place like the back of my hand. I'm very, very comfortable competing there. There's going to be very low stress. Also, another thing I didn't have done is I normally have a pre-stage treatment. So whether that's wood therapy massage or the pre-stage treatment that either Monica does or Muscle Matters Louise. So I also didn't have that for FIBO because FIBO was never really in the plan. It was just we're going to be there anyway, so if I have to compete, I'll compete. So yeah, it's another variable in my competing this weekend. So anyway, Alicante is in 2 weeks time. It's the Ben Weeder. The head judge is Kelly Webb. He judged me back end of last year. He very, very nearly gave me the pro card. The reason I didn't get it with him is because the girl I was against had slightly thicker quads. And he said to me, feel your legs out a little bit. At that show, I was super twisted, made my legs off a little bit, made them look narrower. So thing is with fit model, right, and especially with me, is I have been tweaking my posing, tweaking my look every single time. Now what I'm gonna do, because I know he knows me, he's seen me, I know the lighting there, I know the venue, I know what looks good on me, I know how I look there. My plan is to get a little bit leaner. I'm talking maybe half a kilo from my stage weight. So I believe I didn't weigh myself properly this week because we were in such a rush. So I think I was heavier. Well, I know I was at least probably 0.4 to 0.5 kilo heavier than I usually am when it comes to my stage weight this weekend. So I am looking to get leaner because it is easier to look softer when you're a little bit too lean than to be on the line of conditioning. Like, I need to be careful not to push it too much because that is my feedback a lot of the time, like, don't get leaner. Sorry, I'm talking so much. Anyway, I hope this is helpful. So I'm going to get a little bit leaner. I'm currently wearing a sweat belt with some topical yohimbine. Now, this is like stuff that is like, is it even going to work? I don't know, but we're going to try it. I should be in a better spot hormonally in 2 weeks' time because my period will have been and gone, and I'll be in the good week that females will all know. And I've got a pre-stage treatment booked in. So yeah, gonna get a little bit leaner, cardio now for 8-9 days, high steps, keep food where it is, not have too much sweetener, nothing like that. So there is going to be no Pepsi Max until after the show, and just work on keeping my midsection super tight, vacuums, more core training, just to keep it as tight as it can be. I am working with my structure here. Like, I am shorter, so when you see the taller, longer, even just longer torsoed girls, they find it easier. They have an easier time having a flat stomach, right? For me, I'm 5'1", I'm petite. I don't have like a long torso. I'm very in proportion, so I have to work on being that little bit leaner and I also have a denser structure in terms of I have a bit more muscle. I was told no more muscle, by the way. I wasn't told I have too much. I just no more, and keep my upper glutes full. So yeah, I have to try and get that little bit leaner just to keep that core control, also not be stressed, and that should be a very good look. So that is my plan. This could probably have been a video in itself. So yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I'll see if this clip is at the end of my show day video or a new one, because I don't know, but let me know what you think. I am sorry for such a long ramble. Thank you so much again if you've gotten to the end of this video. I am still very much in my infancy of doing all this vlogging stuff. I'm getting better because like there's people around and I'm just talking to my Osmo. It's all good. So yeah, anyway, that is the plan. I will keep pumping out videos of the journey and all that, and the journey to the pro card continues. Thanks for watching the video, and see you in the next one.